Okay, thank you all of you. We are studying here new chapter of the grammar part in English. Paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is very important in academical study and academic writing because of it has we just using for our sentence changing into another word and another meaning. Okay, but there is some special important fact to have to say mind it. Okay, so first of all, we are discussing about it. What is paraphrasing and how you can use it, and what is the guidelines, which methods we can use for this paraphrasing. Okay, such kinds we inshallah will explain here. Okay, first of all, we are discussing what's the paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is simple meaning a rewriting of a text in your own words. Okay, this you can write what you got. Okay, that's and this paraphrasing used to clarify meaning. Somewhere you may get a conflict sentence. You can clarify that sentence in your words by the clarifying the meaning. Okay, then we can use the paraphrasing used to shorten a long sentence but keep the main ideas. Okay, the research should keep on mind because of the somewhere we may get the long statement sentence. Okay, we can conclude and only summarize by using the simple words and simple idioms and simple phrases. Okay, so but there should be keep the main ideas. Okay, then the paraphrasing is paraphrasing commonly using a way to enhance vocabulary. You can change the words as a vocabulary, and you can use the same words and the same ideas, giving the idioms and usage. Okay, something you can use as a on the statement of the paraphrasing. Okay, this is the main definition of the what is the paraphrasing. Okay. On the next, we are discussing about why is paraphrasing important in English grammar and English academical writing. We already discussed about it. Okay, this paraphrasing very important to avoid the plagiarism. Okay, plagiarism very normal crime in academic writing. So first of all, we should know what is a plagiarism. Plagiarism is very crime. Okay, that's the definition: copying someone else words and or ideas without giving credit to the other. Okay, commonly we are somewhere we can find the some kinds of descendants of the quotings may be caught without any other credibility. Okay, so you don't copy paste someone else's words without giving the credit to the other. Okay, so these kinds of the changing and this kind of the stealing of the sentence of the words, no words or the quotations or something else, that's we called plagiarism. Okay, so in academical world it is a serious offense in academical world because of we should have to maintain the plagiarism on our academical writing article journal and another disease. Okay, something like this. So the paraphrasing is very important by using to avoid the plagiarism. Okay, so this paraphrasing will help us to avoid such kinds of the plagiarism in common writing and public writing, especially in our academical world, because of we are commonly writing in journals and academical disease and something like that. Okay. Next, we have discussing about how we can make the paraphrasing. The step, what's the step to paraphrasing? Okay, firstly, you should read the passage carefully. That means you may given any of the sentence or anything you may get. You firstly you should read the passage very carefully. Okay, then after decide the main ideas of the passage. Then after you should think about it. That passage. What's the main ideas of this passage and the sentence? Okay, then highlight the important words and phrases. Okay, then after the got deciding the main ideas of the passage, you highlight the important words and phrases. Okay, then after put the main points in your words. Okay, so firstly you should read the passage very carefully. Then after you should think and decide what's the main ideas of the passage, and then after highlight the important words and phrases. Then after finally put the main ideas on your own words. Okay, these words we just say what, that is a paraphrasing. Okay, For example, we are giving here some guidelines for the paraphrasing. Just we are just to give some ideas how we can change the paraphrasing, how we can use the paraphrasing when we get a sentence. Okay, for example, change the structure or the order of the sentence and or the paragraph. Okay, just you look this the areas we are giving is a simple sentence. Students seem to be under serious stress because of they have so much homework. We just change this order. This is a simple sentence. The student seems to be under the serious stress because of they have so much homework. Okay, this is common trait in the by the meaning, but we have just look what we have to do. Firstly, you should read very carefully and decide so what is the main ideas of the sentence and what is the main words of the sentence and phrases. Then after you can change this sentence in another words. Okay, since for example we changed this sentence to another words. Okay, how is it? Since they have so much homework, students seems to be under the serious stress. Okay, we just changed only the structure of the and the order of the sentence here. Okay, this is a cadence for the paraphrasing. We can change these kinds, we can use these kinds of the changing also in our paraphrasing. Okay, and here we give the another example for the guidance for the paraphrasing. Find appropriate synonyms. Okay, as we know the student, we can say the pupil and the learner. Okay, and the serious we can say the server and homework assignment, seem and appear. Okay, these kinds of synonyms we can use on these paraphrasing ways. Okay, for example, we are using the same sentence here also. The student seems to face serious pressure due to the countless homework. Okay, so we can change this sentence to another by using the synonyms of the words. Okay, firstly you should think what's the main ideas of the sentence, and after you think what's the simple words we are commonly using these words and important words and meanings. Okay, then after we can change the meaning without missing any words meaning. Okay, so just you look the learners appear to the under the service trust because of they have so many assignments. Okay, this we just only change the synonyms as appropriate words is only. Okay, we don't change the sentence order also. Okay, so these also help us to guidelines for the for what the paraphrasing these kinds of the sentences. Okay, another example also is we are curing as a guidelines for the paraphrasing. The third example, to change the active voice to passive and vice versa. Okay, as we can change the passive voice to active voices. Okay, not this strategy is not always possible or desirable. Okay, it may be happen sometimes. Okay, so we can just look these kinds of the changes in the in the way of the paraphrasing. Okay, just look here. The students seem to be under the serious stress because they have much homework. Okay, we can just change the voice to passive voice. How is it? As they are given too much assignment, students appear to be under the lot of pressure. Okay, these usage are also very simple for using these kinds of the paraphrasing. Okay, so we can change the sentence to another sentence by the using of the active voice and passive voice. Okay, the vice versa, but this is not always we make it this kinds this chance. Okay, so this is another chance to do this paraphrasing very simply. Okay, another example also we are giving here to for changing the paraphrasing, change the word form. Okay, we can use the word form. So you know, just look here. We are just using the same words and same sentence, but we just change the word form. So how is it? Just look here. The student seems to the under serious stress. Just you underline the serious stress because they have so much homework. Just we use the same sentences. So just look, we may change the some words also. Okay, the students feels seriously stressed. In the first sentence we use it under the serious stress. Here we using the seriously stressed. Okay, because they have so much homework. Anyway, we are commonly using these kinds of the words solely for the paraphrasing. That means we don't imitate for the plagiarism. It is a crime and offense on the academic world. So you can use the paraphrasing these kinds of the change method. Okay, so this is also simple method for using the paraphrasing. Okay, so this is the fourth one, guidelines for the paraphrasing. And we are here finally giving another guidelines for the preparing for the paraphrasing. Yes, the guidelines for the paraphrasing now put all the strategies together. We are already discussed about before the four strategies guidelines for the paraphrasing. So you can use the all of the strategies together. How is it? Just look here. In for example, students seems to be under serious stress because they have so much homework. We can just use these all of the strategies in the same paragraph. How is it? Because so many assignments are being given to students, they appear to the seriously stressed. Okay, the word form also we use it here, and another vocabulary synonyms we are used here, and the another synonyms and active and passive voices we are using here. Another what do you know, what you can use here. Okay, these full of the strategies you can use at once. That's also just give a good paraphrasing. Okay, so these are also full of the guidelines for the paraphrasing. So what's finally the only the paraphrasing defined as we can change a sentence to another sentence by changing the synonyms verses, by using the synonyms verses and active the sentences structure and order, and something like we have studied before. Okay, this all of you will help us to make a good paraphrasing. Because of the plagiarism, we don't use the another's words with a copy and paste, because of that is offense in academical word and writing. So you should know to the that's an importance of the paraphrasing that will help us to excite our writing and another things also by using these kinds of the paraphrasing, so we can follow it very nicely. Okay. Yes, now try these simple exercises for you. The paraphrase each sentence we are giving are all four sentences you can use and change the into the another paraphrase. Okay, paraphrase each sentence. There may have been more than one way to rewrite each one. Okay, remember to change the vocabulary, phrases, and sentence structure wherever you can. Okay, you can change whatever you want. Okay. Okay, for example, for the despite their massive size, elephants are known for being agile, and because elephants consumes up to the 5,000 pound for food of the food a day, they have able to strip a forest bear in on time. Okay, in no time. Okay, now for the centuries, lions have been used in art, represent power of and magnificence. Okay, lions are the social creatures with one overwhelming mile in each pride. Okay, so here is we are really saying it is a for paragraph. Okay, you can change this sentence to another sentence by changing the meaning. Firstly, you should read carefully, and then after you should get the what's the main idea of the sentence. Then after you can change whatever you know the guidelines we have studied up here. Okay, you can use what you know. Okay, good, that will help you as here the simple paraphrasing. Okay, thank you for you watch this. Okay, so here you get and I think you may get the what's the definition and what's the importance and what's the specialities of the paraphrasing. Paraphrasing very important in English grammar, so you should try to get more ideas about it, because of you should exact you should practically change it and practically get a skill on this paraphrasing that will help us to make more vulnerable and the exciting sentences by using these kinds of the paraphrasing. Thank you all of you.